Okay, we're now live. Good afternoon, Appliance Bootcamp, family and friends. We'll give YouTube a few minutes to go out and send them notifications to let everybody know that we're here. I want to thank everybody that's tuning in. I want to let everybody know that we're going to have the open house September the 5th. At that open house, we're going to get together and think about something we can do as a group as far as business investment. We're going to brainstorm. We're going to have a good time. Also, we're going to have hands-on live event next weekend. We got two of them back to back. We got one the 15th, and I got one the 22nd. I'm not scheduling any more hands-on live event until the governor releases us from out of phase two of what we call phase two of our actual uh, COVID or whatever. So I'm not scheduling anymore till after these next two we're gonna have on the 15th and the 22nd. I'm not scheduling anymore until this stuff goes over. The closer we get into the election, like a lot more attention they're putting on stuff like that, and they're putting in travel bans from state to state. So I'm not even gonna put any more classes together until after that. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Tonight is going to be pretty quick. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to have to keep it within the hour because they're actually closing up at the ice cream parlor. We're closed on Mondays. I can go a little longer on Thursdays. I like to be there when the young ladies are closing up and they're doing the cash that they go to count out the registers and stuff. I like to be in there and kind of watch them as they go to the cars and stuff. But today we're going to be talking about added value equal increased pay, and this is something I was having with my discussion I was having with my mom earlier this week. I was telling her that now that at the ice cream parlor we're actually going to be going up on the prices a little bit on on our items, and her idea was, why are you doing that? You need to your she thinks the prices right now are too high, and I'm trying to tell her it's not too high. I'm actually below market for what I'm actually offering. As I actually add more value at the ice cream parlor, like I say, now I have commercial freezers. We have decorations on the wall. We're doing homemade waffle cones. We got over 30 flavors in there now. So as I start to add more stuff and get closer to what my competition that I'm actually trying to compete with, people I'm competing against, and for my customers, I know how much they're paying, and I'm getting closer to. I'm actually getting my prices closer to my competition. And I was trying to explain to her the difference in between the two customers, and she had a hard time trying to uh I couldn't explain it to her. So I'm going to show you the same thing that happens in this ice cream parlor. It's the same thing that happens in any business. You got to know who your customers are, and you don't get paid just you don't get an increase in pay just because you want to increase in pay. You get an increase in pay when you add more value to your company or to your services that you're offering. I'm going to go back and forth with the appliance repair business and with the ice cream business because we're doing both ways. Um, the ice cream business. My mom, her idea is she want to know how much ice cream I'm giving people. So you need to be giving them a big serving if you if you charging that amount of money. So people in lower income brackets, they look for the amount of food and stuff they get. So that's why you see a lot of people in low income brackets. They're going to. I got to turn the volume down this because this right here. Let me see. Somebody got it too. There you go. Got it too high. It's hurting my ears. Okay, people in lower income brackets, they like to go places where it's all you can eat, Golden Corrals and stuff like that. Or they want to go someplace where they're gonna get a lot of food. So you notice people with lower income brackets, like when I was growing up, whenever somebody was telling you something about a great restaurant, they'll tell you about how much food they give you. Man, they pile your plate up, this and that. Um, and that's what they look at value as. versus somebody who's not lower income, somebody who's middle income or higher. They don't care about a lot of food. They care about the taste. They want to know how it tastes. They want to know the ambiance of the place. So with me now, I care more about what it tastes. I don't want them to pile it up on me a whole bunch of food. I care about what it tastes like. So those people, middle class and up, they care about what it tastes. So if you look at the reviews on the ice cream parlor, nobody talks about how much ice cream you get. They're talking about the taste of it, the different flavors. That's what bring people in. Same thing with your appliance repair. When you first come into appliance repair, you're coming in entry level. Entry level into appliance repair business is $85. So when you coming in, and you making just an initial investment of your money and time to actually get your business started, then you're gonna get rewarded the $85 from the third party warranty companies. Now with those third party warranty companies, as you start to grow and you want to get more money, you're not going to be able to get it from those third party warranty companies. They only got a set amount of money they're going to give you, 85. And in order for you to get to the next step where you want to start getting over $100 an hour, you're gonna have to actually then add more value into your company. So that means now when you first starting off, you don't have a web page, you might not have service vans, you might not be have the proper uniforms, you don't have all the proper tools that you need. Um, you don't have a way of scheduling and routing your calls more efficient. You haven't made any of those investments, so all you're worth is $85. Now, as you start to make those investments where you now have a service van where you can start parts on. You now actually have your logos on your vehicles. You now where you're actually now invested in a web page where you can get COD customers. You're going out getting contracts outside of third party warranty. You're going out to the actual marketplace and doing COD work. Now, because you made that investment back into your business, now you're warranted to actually go out and make $100 an hour because you made that investment. Now, same thing with the ice cream. As I start to make the improvements and I go up on my price, I'm gonna have some customers that's not gonna like that. They want to stay where it's at. But because I'm making that investment, I know where I'm going. You're gonna actually, unfortunately, you're gonna shed off some customers, but you're gonna attract you're gonna attract other customers. So, like I was telling my mom, she was like, "Well, you need to give people a lot of ice cream, and you need to make sure that you're everybody has a whole lot, or they not gonna come back." Now I'm telling her, I said, "Yeah, if I no if I can go to that customer, but that customer is going to run off the customer that I want." Meaning, um, it's a reason why people don't go to Golden. People who have money don't go to Golden Corral. It's not so much they don't like the food, which no, they can eat the food. The food is not really that bad. They can eat the food, but they don't want to see the guy or the young lady with a salad packed up as high as the ceiling, walking back and forth to the salad bar, eating like that. They don't even want to see it. Because they won't be enjoy their meal because they be looking at that person saying, why that person just overeating like that, just eating nonstop into the and they don't want to be in that environment. So when they see that, they don't want to be there. They don't want to be around it. It's not it got it's a little bit of classism, but you got to know your customer. You know your customer doesn't want to be there. Your customer doesn't want to see that. Um, Same thing when you're doing appliance repair. When you go up on your prices, when you go up and you start telling people now it's $95, $85 service call, and then you go into the blue book rates, you're going to run into some of your customers going to tell you the same thing. Well, I can go buy a used washer for $200. We'll go buy a used washer for $200. The customers that you want are not going to bring no used appliances in their house. They're not going to do it. They don't care about the price. They want their stuff fixed, and they want their stuff fixed in a manner that they like to have it fixed. They want to know that somebody's professional is coming into their not only their house, they want to make sure that you're not. They want to make sure you're exclusive to their community. So a lot of these communities that you start to go into upper scale communities, a neighbor will vet you, and then they'll pass you along to all their other neighbors. They say, okay, this is the person we need, and one community can support you. My appliance repair, it's just two communities that really support me here in Johnston County, and they the two higher end communities here, and I just get passed along through them. And I don't go out and try to do stuff that's gonna make do get all be the company for everybody, because if they see if you become the company of everybody, you're the company of nobody, because it's not going to mix. I tried that one time with when I had the store. I had the actual used appliance store. My service technicians, I couldn't send them out. That's why I actually had to get technicians at the actual store. I couldn't send my people out to those customers that came out and bought used appliances at our store, because those our tech my business as far as my service tech, it was built for middle class and up. um, so me trying to take those guys and go to a lower end, or to someplace who's renting to Section 8, it didn't work, because for one thing, with Section 8 and stuff, they don't value appointment times. So I can make an appointment and say, okay, we're gonna be there Tuesday at 3 o'clock. You show up Tuesday at 3 o'clock, nobody's there, because it's not costing them anything. It's the landlord who's doing it, and so they won't be there, or they expect you to wait for them. And my business don't operate like that. Like that, I only got you in for a set time, and then we got to move. Same thing with my subs. If I was to schedule them with two or three of those customers, and they get two or three people that's not at home and don't show up, then they're missing out on calls they could have went to on people we know going to be there that I vetted. So I couldn't mix the two. I actually had to have technicians there at the store, and before they left to go to somebody's house, we had to call and verify. Hey, we on the way there. You got to be there. We coming, and still they would leave. And they wouldn't care. Sometimes you could double book those customers, or even triple book them, because they didn't value the time of you coming there. Um, same same thing with those customers. The customers at that it's two types of customers. Uh, God knows, I don't want to say this because it becomes too much of a stereotyping. Um, God knows. All right, you get. I'm gonna say this. Two of the worst customers that you can have is I'm gonna say the professional African American. That's the school teachers, principals, um, ministers, those group of people, because those group of that's one group. I'm gonna tell you the other. Those group of people, they think they know how wealthy people operate, and wealth and they think wealthy people are always trying to get some deal, or they vet everything before they make a decision. But those are the ones that want you to write them out a detailed invoice. They the ones who's gonna be all on you about uh do you have a qualifications? Do you put your don't put your bag down on the floor? All they're going to be the ones that's going to do that. They usually some of the worst ones. They the ones too. It's 12:05. They call and want to know where you at. Where your appointment's at 12. They call you about 10 minutes ago. Yeah, he called me 10 minutes ago, but it's 12:05. My appointment's at 12. My time is valuable. All that stuff. They do all that, and they don't, because they think that's the way wealthy people operate. And then the second they tip for taps. The next worst customer to actually have is actually a poor white person, because they think everybody's out to get them, and they want to be the boss of somebody, and they your boss for a few minutes. Now, the two best customers to have is the middle class and wealthy white person, because they don't care. They leave your uh, 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 they leave your they leave the house open, leave the key, don't care, and they get gated communities. They give you the gate code. They just go fix it. They don't care. That's the way they are. Same thing with a poor African American. They don't care. They just tell you whatever. Just they don't care as long as you get it fixed. They don't care. They just want it working. They don't care in anything else. Just get it working. You know, if you if a mishap happened, they don't care. Yo, man, no problem. Just get it fixed. That's their thing. So that's why I say you got to know where your customers at and who you want to go after for your customers. Um, and I was trying to explain to my mom the different customers, and this unfortunately it sounds harsh, but this is actually reality. And when you're doing business, you got to know your customers, and you got to know the psycho demographics of your customers and what makes them up, and you got to know who you're going after. Just like if you're going fishing. You gotta know where the bass like to bite and where they like to hang out at, and you go after the bass. If you can't put chicken liver on it and go to the bottom of the pond or the lake and think you're gonna catch a bass. You're gonna catch number catfish. Well, that's the same thing with business and marketing. As you start to do more business and marketing, you'll know what's gonna pull people in. And sometimes, like here in Selma, um I happen to bring my customers in. Right now, the base in Selma right now is not quite the base that pay $5 for a scoop of ice cream. Um, so with that being said, I know I have to go bring people from Clayton, Raleigh, Smithfield, Goldsboro, those areas of the town where they got the finances and stuff, and I got to start bringing them and pulling them in. And that's one of the things too that my business partner had told me back in the days. He was like, when you're going out and you're going to do a business like that, don't buy no one house on no on no block, don't buy no one business on no block, because you can't change the demographics. So now that I'm here, I can change the demographics, and you can see now the demographics change. Everybody's fixing up their buildings, everybody painting. We got a different crew, a different set of customers coming in now, and so now I'm actually, it's like Monopoly. I can actually change the actual whole area around here, because I got two buildings side by side, and I can actually now pull people in and change it. So same thing with your business. You're gonna have to go out and pull those customers that you want in, and you can't go out there and get everybody as your customer, and you're gonna have to invest into your business to get those customers. Now, same thing. If I don't make the investment in my business, um, just like anything, your business will start to die off. Just like if you take your arm and put it in a bond and don't never use it, what will happen? Your arm will eventually start to rot off. It doesn't, because you're not utilizing. And that's anything. Same thing with your business, and same thing. No matter what it is, if you don't use it, and you don't have no growth and exercising it all the time, it'll start to rot off, and it won't live long. But same thing, your business, you're gonna have to constantly keep developing it and moving it. Now you'll get to a point where like now is a place where I'm pretty much sustain that, but I have to keep doing what I do at a daily on a daily basis. So once you get to a point where you reach your capacity of where your business can go, it's just like anything. You have to do the same thing every day. Business get repetitious and once your business get up and going and you get your good system, it's repetitious. You do the same thing every day, every day. It's almost like Groundhog Day. But your business is getting exercise, and it's working and it's producing. But just like anything, when you first start off, it was just like when you're a young guy and you first start walking, you get a pair of shoes, those your foot start to grow. What makes you know that it's time for you to go to another pair of shoes or whatnot? Your foot start to hurt and it don't feel comfortable anymore. Well, that's the same thing with your businesses and stuff. as appliance repair, as you start those businesses, you start off with the third party warranty company. And then you start to make investments into your business and you start seeing other customers and you start filling them and you start knowing how much you're worth and how much you need to charge. Now you know how much you're worth and you know how much money you can make. And it's less headache to get a customer, this customer, than it is for that customer. And it gets to be uncomfortable, just like your shoes. And that's the universe telling you, hey, it's time to move on. It's time for you to make an investment in a new pair of shoes or make an investment and say, hey, I can't deal with these third party warranties. I can't deal with my contractor rep person anymore. I'm tired of jumping through this. I'm going to go ahead now and move on and go start getting more CODs and be a little bit more in control. So that's the same thing happens with you in business. The same thing happens with growing in life. When you first start off, those shoes feel good and third party warranties feel good. 6 months to a year in, after you learn the trade and you're now running calls every day and you're picking up some COD work and stuff. The universe telling you it's time to move on. It's time to go to the next step, and that's you moving to the next step. And if you don't move, just like I say, if you don't move and you stifle your business, it's going to die because what's going to happen? You're going to start trying to construct your business now to make it work within the parameters that the third party warranty is giving you, and or the parameters trying to make somebody your customer that's not your customer anymore. And that's the thing I was trying to tell my mom about the ice cream parlor. I said, starting off, yes, uh, at that moment, that's where I deserved to be where I was at. And that's the price I was warranted to be paid. But after a while, it's time for me to move on. If I keep trying to force myself to force those people to be able to afford my services, same thing. You trying to force them to. You can't bring your prices down so they can afford your services. You got to tell them, hey, this is what my services cost. If you don't like it, that's fine. I got to go to the people who like it. You can't force people to be able to buy your services. So I can't force them to be able to afford the ice cream. I can't force them to be able to afford my appliance repair business. There's plenty of people out there that I'm going after who can afford my appliance repair and who does like my the prices that we're gonna be paying for ice cream, and they like the place, they like where the town is going and stuff. So with that, the people around here have to actually step their game up in order to actually compete with what's coming on. Same thing with your businesses as you start to move on. The customers that no longer can be your customers, you can pass them all to somebody else, or they're gonna have to find a they're just gonna be I don't know what they're gonna do. They're gonna go buy something used if you can. You can't find anything used, but you gotta move your prices up. All right. And if you this other thing too, my mom was asking me, but everybody don't want to start a business, and that thing I get all the time. Everybody ain't qualified to run their own business. True. So those people, they the ones that don't get the because they don't take the risk and they don't make the investment. Those are the ones that get paid $10, $15 an hour. They don't get the $85 an hour. You're gonna get what you put into it, and so it's the same thing. The universe is going to give you what you put out. So if you don't take no risk and you don't put no investment in, and you want to just take the easy way, well, you're going to get $10, $15 an hour. You're not going to get the 85, and you're not going to be in control. So that's you have to take that route. But I much rather take the 85, take the risk, then learn the business side of it and grow my business on. All right. Um, and that's kind of what we're just talking about today. Just adding value to your company, and that way that's how you get the increase in pay. Nobody. This is not like no job or you get seniority and you just gonna get paid an extra dollar or something because you here every year and you showing up. No, it don't work like that in the actual marketplace. You get money based upon the value that you add. Same thing with appliance boot camp. We started off with the 500. 500 was the because we had never done it before. We couldn't ask for a crazy price. We had never done it. It wasn't proven. Once we done it a couple of times, we knew we had a proven product. Not only that, we went out. We got a bigger spot. We got better equipment. We invested in better training. We invested. This is our third move. We moved and got a better training facility where we had a little bit more room. We invested in our actual YouTube studio where we could actually talk and communicate with you. From there, we actually we had then added value, and from us adding value there, that's when we raised the price. Same thing when we came over here. We invested in more space, a bigger building. Not only that, we invested in brand new equipment for you all. And from the brand new equipment, we also have added like other courses in here that's been added on, and every time we added new stuff and added more value, that warrants you going up on your price. It's just not us. I'm just gonna go up on the price, go up on the price. No, we add more value. And same thing with the next price increase. We've added more value into it. You're gonna get the ice cream parlor. You're getting you're getting the actual you get in the business section of it where you can, if you want to add subs and all that. So I'm adding more value. So as I add more value, the price starts to go back up. And so that's what we're talking about today. I'm gonna read some of the stuff we got into the questions we got in the chat. And like I said, this one's gonna be about an hour because I need to I need to close out at 9. Hey, how you doing, BK from the Rockies? All right. Untamed Kango, Roof Fitness, what's up, man? Oh, fix it. All right, greetings. How you doing? Okay, Okafor. All right. George Walkland, RE Appliance Repair. How you doing? Greg B. Mike, you got any cookies and cream ice? Yeah, we do. We got cookies and cream ice cream. We got that. We got cookies and cream. We got 3 adult flavors. We made a pina colada ice cream, so we got that now. We got 2 beer ice creams. So we got about maybe including Italian ice, we probably got like maybe 34 flavors. All right. ABC fam, I would like to work on commercial appliances as well. I heard that's even more gold mine. Yeah, it is. Commercial appliances is a lot of money in there, but like I said, when we doing commercial appliances, it's not like residential where you can tell somebody be there in 2 to 3 days. If Tropical Smoothie calls you and they tell you that their freezer is going down, they're expecting you to be heading that way. And if it's in the middle of the night, you got to be heading that way, and you have a number to call the actual parts warehouse. It's somebody on call at the parts warehouse at 2 in the morning. You call and he'll meet you at the parts warehouse and get out the bed and get you whatever you need because they expecting you to go fix it. Then they ain't no. I'll be there in the morning. I'll be there Wednesday. Nah, ain't gonna be none of that. And they call and say it's broke. You say I'm okay. I'm heading that way, and you go. If the alarm goes off on the freezer 2 in the morning, you getting up and go. Okay. All right. Hey, how you doing, Maurice Anderson? Are we making ice cream sandwiches? Not yet. We just started doing homemade waffle cones, so we're working on that this week. After we get the waffle cones down, we're going to then start working on doing like Sundays and splits. And once we get that down, hopefully COVID and stuff will start to clear up. We'll have like a toppings bar. I got some new commercial freezers and refrigerators coming. The residential ones they do okay, but they open them nonstop. Every couple of seconds somebody opening the door, and it caused those refrigerators to frost up and stuff too much, and just it's getting too much condensation and stuff inside them. So I had to go to commercial refrigerators. So once I get all that stuff and I get the equipment in that we need, then I'm gonna start adding a little bit more toppings and stuff. All right. Hey, how you doing, Sean C? All right, almost regal. Yo, finally out here, Mike. Business up and running. Keys. There you go. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Girl Appliance. Hey, how you doing? Quentin Hodge. Hey, how you doing? Because we don't read. Hey, how you doing? Shimano 5. Hey, how you doing? Red Alert Appliance. Hey, good to hear from you, man. You called the other day, down there in Fayetteville. Nice talking to you. Uh, Okay, Greg Line. Refrigerator leaking water. First tech couldn't find problem. I'm scheduled tomorrow to serve the same refrigerator. Help, please. Any suggestion? Leaking water, that's a easy. Just look and see where the water is coming from. Most of the time, gonna be a blocked drain, or if it's not a water valve. But leaking water, you fine. And go do your go do your. You're gonna have to do your pregame. You're gonna get the model and serial number. Read everything on appliancetology that you can about it. Man, other thing too. If you got appliancetology, learn how to use it. Learn how to do the search. Learn how to get stuff you paying for it. Learn how to use it, and you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Okay, okay. I had my first customer appointment through Old Republic yesterday. Got another one tomorrow. Okay, congratulations. Okay, Mike. Do you know when you will have the oven diagnostic portion of the gas online? Yeah, I got half of it already reshot, and that's why you see me now in my in my uniform. I'm finished. I had to reshoot it again, so I'm still getting some edits and stuff done. That's another thing too. When I have whenever I have to do these training videos, I have a newfound respect for actors because you have to wear the same clothes, and I would shoot something and get go to edit and I said, man, you messed that up, or then you go look and you bent over and your butt showing, and you got it's just so much stuff you have to do to actually get it up and going. So yeah, I'm working on those now, and my goal was to have it up before I got on tonight. That's why I'm running a little bit behind, but I'm still working on them, and I hope to have all of them done before the weekend. This weekend we don't have anything going on, so I can actually work on it all day on Saturdays and stuff. Don't have to worry about nobody calling or anything. All right. Yeah, higher quality equals higher value. There you go. Mike Campbell. Hey, girl appliance. I completed second job yesterday. Sold cleaning for half price. I just unclogged drain. There you go. Way to go, girly girl. Um, There you go. What's up, fam? Sean C. Where are you supposed to put your bag? I put my bag. I have a rubber. I have my bag has the rubber thing on the bottom, so it won't scratch the floors or anything. I set it on the floor, but those sometimes those customers they want you to bring in a mat to set your bag on because they say they don't know where your bag been sitting at. But if I bring in a rug or a blanket to put my bag on, I just brought that in everybody's house too. To me, I never understood it looks nice, but I'm not gonna have a different blanket for every house I go into. So that's been on somebody else's floor too. But you'll see. It might maybe it's just me, but everybody I talk to, they say the same thing. Those two groups are the two worst groups to do work for. Okay. Girly girl says she had to watch the replay. All right. Black 1221. I needed that info on the types of customer. You give the best game, Mike. Yeah. Oh, fix it. Yes, Mike, you are right. I had one yesterday who was trying to tell me how to do my installation. And yes, he was black. And yes, he had the poor white male how to my repairs. Yeah, yeah. Like I say, the professional sometimes the professional African Americans can be some of the can be some of the worst ones. God knows. It sometimes. Oh boy, I got to watch myself. I got to watch myself. All right. I'm gonna say this right here. We the one we want all of this stuff. That I'm not like that now. Because I'm in the we in the service business. We know. Just man, just go fix it and go. I don't complain. Because hey, we in the service business. Go ahead and fix it. I know how it is. But they want all of these. They want all this stuff wrote out and want all these detailed estimates and this and that, and then they find out they ain't got the money to pay. That's what sometimes make me mad that they'll put you through all of this and then tell you right now we're not ready to do anything. We're just trying to make sure that we can plan ahead and we just want to see what it was out there. So, if that's the case, why you going? I gave you a ballpark and then you want to break everything down. just I gave you a ballpark, but I'm not going all in detail, you know, in that. Okay. A9 Dr. Funk. Book yourself solid. Touch on some of this game, Mike. Yeah, yeah, get that book. Book yourself solid so you can you can identify your customers. But because I'm telling you, whoever your customers that you're going after, you got to know how they think and what brings them in. Um, with me, I don't never put anything on pricing. I don't never put anything on pricing. Um, I tell you all the values and all that. If you look at if you go read my web page and stuff, it's just one little sentence in there about pricing. We charge $85 service fee and we use Blue Book pricing or whatever. That's it. But after that, we just telling you all about the service of what we do, how we schedule your calls. We tell you our refund policy, all that stuff that people want to, our guarantees, all of that stuff and warranties. That's what people care about. They don't care about the price. If you go there and you start putting a lowest in town and cheapest uh, cheap installs or cheap repairs and all that, and Lord knows they you're gonna be getting about you can be getting about you can get all those customers that's kicking tires and trying to get the cheapest thing. I do not want it. I do not want it. I do not want those. That I don't want that customer. I want the customer that says, "How soon can you get here?" I don't want how much you charge, uh, and all that stuff. I don't want that. Uh, uh, Art Tech Appliance Repair. Hey, how you doing, Doctor Funk? I was thinking same thing. Okay. Yeah, as business owners can target customers, you price high to chase away the poor ones. Yeah, you do. You price them to run them out. You price them to run it out, and that's the same thing too. Like the mentality that you're gonna that I couldn't get my mom to see this either. Her mentality was, well, if you sell it cheaper, then you can sell a lot more. 'Cause if you cheaper than those other people, then you'll sell a lot more ice cream. I don't want to sell a whole lot more ice cream. I want to sell less at a higher price. Because if I get to a point where I'm trying to compete on volume, now I gotta have a bigger. I have to have bigger freezers. Cause I gotta make more of it because I'm selling a lot more of it. I gotta have bigger batch freezers. Cause I need to make a whole lot more because I'm selling it so cheap. I need to have more employees. Now we're gonna have. I don't want that. I want to have a premium product at a good price, and I know how many customers I need to be turning per day. Right now, our price. Right now, I'm looking at about what customers are spending. What each customer spends per customer spending. Right now, we're getting about $10 per customer, and that right there is good. But I need to get it up to about 12, $15 per customer. So now I got about $10 per customer, and right now during the week, I turn anywhere between 30 to 50 customers Tuesday through Thursday. You're gonna get somewhere between I get somewhere between 30 to 50 customers. And that puts me somewhere between $300 to $500 a day. That's 30 to 50 customers per day. On the weekend, I can get over 100 customers, and that's going to put us over right over $1,000 per day. Now, if I what's call, I bump my prices up a little bit where they need to be, where everybody else is at, that's giving us premium ice cream. And I'm not just going out there going my price up. No, this gonna be a while before I do it. A couple of months. I'm going this weekend and actually going to view some of the leading ice cream places and see what they're doing and what they're offering. And I want to count their customer turns and stuff like that, seeing about what their average ticket cost is. And I'm gonna see what they're offering that I'm not offering that I can bring in and actually get up there and get the same experience that they're getting. So that's what I'm doing, and that's the stuff you need to know. So I'll much rather go up a little bit in price and don't have to work as hard, but give a product that's warrant for the price that I'm charging. I don't want to charge no $5 ice cream and ain't worth for $2 with the service. No, and that's why Chick-fil-A can make more money working 6 days a week than the other ones can for 7 days a week. No. Yep, red rope service. There you go. Art, you're correct. Oh, fix Mike. Every time I show up, the expression on the face and how professional I'm dressed. They give me the surprise look saying, "You're an appliance repairman." Of course, my skin color, and yeah, yeah, it does shock them. It definitely does shock them. I used to get that all the time. You own y'all own this? They would ask me, "This African American owned company?" I'd be like, "Yeah, man, I did not know that. I thought I did not know it." So yeah, you would get that all the time. And sometimes I didn't know if that was good or bad. I know if I was doing something where I was deceiving people, or I don't know, was I a sellout or what? But yeah, and but I think that that is good where you just have a good service. You just offer a good service, and nobody can tell the service is just good. So Rue Fitness. Growth is a natural process for improving. You dropping nuggets, bro. Mike. Oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. They got some networking going on. Maurice Anderson, peace to you, brother. They got networking going on. Um, Greg B. Okay. They got networking going on. Networking. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Okay, creative connection. Hey, Mike, finally got all my seal system equipment. Got a restriction issue to deal with. Blue Book has no value attached to. What's your suggestion? Like I say, with seal systems, I'm going to start off at 850. 850 is for me to go in, and that's the repair anything. If it's a evaporator leak, it's going to be 850, and you're going to pay for the evaporator. If you got a restriction, it's going to be 850, and then whatever. If the restriction is in the capillary tube, if the restriction is in the condenser coil, or where is that? Wherever I got to replace, you're gonna pay for the part, but it's gonna be 850. Just that's all I charge is 850, and then they pay for the parts. That's where I do my seal systems. I just tell them, hey, for me to go in, because you don't know what it is until you tap into it. I can have an idea, but until I bring all the equipment out and stuff, I don't know. And for me to tap into it, it's gonna be 850. Because once you tap into it, you married to it. You got to fix it then. All right, Maurice Anderson. Hey, how you doing? All right. Yeah. Then they argue about the service call fee. Yeah, yeah. Or they want the discount. Yeah. Yep. Get that paper, sir. Okay. Kirk, that's slick. I want to focus in my business, either a name brand or any specific appliance. What you thinking about, Slick? You thinking about just doing just Samsung, or just doing refrigerators? Let me know what you thinking about there. Uh, Bentley don't make the same amount as cars but they make more money. Yeah, they do. They don't make the same amount of cars, but they make more money. Yeah, yeah. That's what it is. And the person who's getting the Bentley, who's going out buy the Bentley and whatnot, they're not going out there looking to get 300 and 400,000 miles on a Bentley and driving it like a Honda Accord. They're not looking to do that. They're gonna drive it less time, and they're gonna pamper it a whole lot more. But it's all of the stuff that comes with that. So yeah, and same thing. I'm actually in the process of getting the channel truck. We getting that redone, and I'm spending a little bit of money into it because I want it to be nice, and I want to be able to drive it places. I want to be able to take it to the trade shows and all that. And I'm not spending that thinking it's going to be like a brand new uh, Toyota Tacoma. It's not going to do that, but I'm not looking for it to be that. And so, yeah, when you get to a point where there's certain things that you want, and you know what you want and what you're looking for, then you'll spend a little bit more money. It ain't so much you spending it trying to how much ice cream I'm getting. No, good lord, I can go to Food Line and buy a whole gallon, like our gallon of ice cream. We sell a gallon of ice cream for for if you just buy one, it's $40. If you buy two or more, it's $35 a piece. and we selling it. Why are you doing that? You can go to Food Line and get a whole gallon for for $5 or $10. My mom said. I said, yeah, but I'm wholesaling it to restaurants and to places. And I said, a gallon of ice. They pay me $40 for a gallon of ice cream. All right, so a gallon of ice cream, you get 32 scoops out of a gallon of ice cream. And you can sell those scoops for $4. They selling it for $5. So they selling theirs for $5. So they get 32 scoops out of a gallon of ice cream. They pay $40 for. So that's getting them $160. They spending $40 making 120. They'll do that all day, and they coming back 2 and 3 times a week to get it. So it's selling. So yeah, that's a good turn for them, and it's a good turn for me. So I'm making money off of it, and they making money off of it. And so yeah, and it's good marketing for me too, because they know where the ice cream is at. They taste that, then they want to come get some other flavors we got. But trying to that's a hard thing, trying to get somebody to get out the employee mindset and have them start thinking like a business. Where that guy who's spending 40, he don't look at it. He paying $40 for a gallon of ice cream. He's looking at, I'm turning $40 into $160. I'm making $120 by spending $40. Now who wouldn't do that? If I told you, you bring me $40, I'm gonna get you bring me $40 today. 3 days later, I'm gonna give you $120. So that's what they're doing. They're bringing me $40 now. 3 days later, they done turned that gallon of ice cream that they spent for $40 into $160. They made 120, and that's the mindset I'm trying to get them. And they think, well, you can just go to Food Line to get it. No, you can't. You can't just go to Food Line to get it. All right, read a couple of more. All right. In Atlanta, they love that black-owned company. Okay, there you go. Yeah, you can get the digital, the Blue Book digitally. I have that on the cell phones and stuff for all my subs and me. Uh, oh, Mike, after the warranty company sent me big checks, they seem to slow down service calls. Is that common, or is that accounting department watching the checks they send me? Uh, yeah, if you get a lot of service calls and stuff, eventually they try to spread them out amongst other people, and it's ebb and flow, ebb and flow. Warranty companies, once again, warranty companies is not what you supposed to, is not supposed to be what you build your company on. That, at least in the past, we weren't told that. We were told this is just something that you fill in the gaps with your CODs, and you wanted a 80-20 split or a 70-30 split. 80% with CODs, 20% with warranty, or 70% with CODs, 30% with warranty. That way, if you and the warranty company has some type of issue, it wouldn't hurt you. You'll go. Other thing too, that's why we do the five banking accounts, and you have the buffer fund owners pay and whatnot. Because if they slow down for 2 or 3 weeks or whatever, it's not going to hurt you. You got 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved up. You won't be able to tell it. Just take when they slow down. Say, man, I can catch my breath. Do something with your family and stuff. Till they come back. They coming back. So that's why you got to have a buffer. They got to come back. Ain't nowhere else they can go. So they'll see if they can wait you out. Just like the NBA and the NFL. If they think they giving you too much, they think they giving them too much money. They say we're gonna have a lockout. And depending on how much money you got saved up, you can't afford to pay your bills. You need to get out there on the field. Then you're gonna break, and you're gonna come back for less money. But if you're somebody who's gonna stack your money up, you know how much you're worth. You just sit back and relate and wait. You know that people got, eventually they got to come back to you. So when they come back, you go back to your same price. Uh, Mike, how do we do a lot of techs? Mike, why do a lot of techs don't like to work on LG and Samsung? Because a lot of techs don't they don't a lot of the techs don't subscribe to appliancetology. They don't go to the ASTIs. They don't do any training or anything. A lot of them can't read schematics. They don't they don't like the new stuff. They're afraid of the electronics. It's not that they don't like Samsung and LG. They are afraid of electronics, and their training limit them. Tack upon. Yeah, Mike, I'm waiting on the Bureau of Home Goods and Services license in California so I can get busy. Can't wait. Okay. All right. I'll be like, did I give you a percentage of my work completed? There you go. All right. Mike, I just found out in Dallas, LG offering free training in on all their appliances. Yeah, a lot of times you go to the supply houses, they have training there. You can find different training going on. OJ being many customers told me I'm one of the few who will come out to service their LG Samsung. Yeah, yeah, you'll find that out here. People don't like to service LG and Samsung. A lot of, and you have to think too. Most of the companies that you're going to, most of the companies in your area, they most of them gonna be one man, two man shops, and the people who running them, they can be in their 60s and 70s. They don't want to learn the new stuff. They on their way done. They just want to keep doing the old stuff. They don't want to do this new stuff. So, like I say, that's because it's a big void for the last 30 or 40 years. Nobody was coming into the business. And so they didn't have any. Nobody. You could pick and choose. If you didn't want to do LG, you didn't have to do LG. You could just do Whirlpool. So these older companies with mom and pop shops, they had one or two technicians. They didn't want to do them. They didn't have to do them. It's enough. You can still do it and have enough work not to worry about it. So you can see that's how much work is out here. When somebody say I don't want to do no LG and Samsung, and don't bother it. But if you learn how to do it now, and you okay with electronics, because all of it's going to the electronics, and you comfortable with it, you good. Okay. Irvin Riviere. Hey, Mike, what do you do when you fix a pop bimetal sensor on a Whirlpool refrigerator side by side, and you go out the second time, and TG error is in the in its ABC board? Okay. You need to see what's going on. You said the bimetal sensor. That's he's saying they it got too hot and it opened up the bimetal sensor, and it seems like something might be still getting too hot. If it has a adaptive defrost control board, that's the ADC is, and it's sensing a thermistor or something, telling it when it turned off, and it's not turning off. And the bimetal is just a safety one. If that's the one we're talking about, I don't know. I ain't got the schematics in front of me, but I think that's what it is. The bimetal is just a safety. If it gets too hot, it kills the power, keep from burning the liner or the refrigerator. Then something is going on. Either you got stuck relay on that adaptive defrost control board that's keeping the heater on the whole time, um, or you got a thermistor that might be bad that's not telling it. But I don't even, right now I don't even know what the TG error code is. I have to look that up. But I think that if that's the problem that you have, that's what's going on. If it pop the bimetal, which is the safety metal controller for the heater, so it won't get too hot. Something going on, either stuck relay or the thermistor bad, not telling it to cut off. All right, because we don't read. Mike Lowe, this is old fix. Mike sending me so much work with installations of 5, 7 stores 7 days a week. I think I'm streaming down the warranty repairs, going installation full time. Yeah, I've done that for a while, man. I made good money with Lowe's doing that. Ever. So the customer said it should be under warranty, but it's not. I made a mistake of leaving a used board while I ordered the new one from Coast Appliances. Now the customer refused to pay me for that part. Okay. Uh, yeah, if it's not under, you need, uh, unless you, if it's a third, if it's under manufacturer's warranty, I don't do any manufacturer's warranty work. I tell them I don't do it. I charge them. They have to go back and get their money. But nah, you need it. All that stuff. When stuff like that happen, that's usually a problem that happened during the communication of them booking their appliance. So when they book the appliance, you're supposed to tell them what the charges are going to be, so it won't be no surprises. Okay. Hey, not the hey, Mike. Assuron is throwing jobs at me, but I don't have a rate set yet. I took one job Monday and rejected one that was 10 minutes from my house. Now, do I need to talk rates with them? But that goes with, like I say, what's happening. There's so much work out there. You're being vetted that they what's it called? They gotta get the work orders out there, and they're hoping you just take them. I would honestly, I would take them and go out there and then just call them and tell them what the price is going to be fixing it. And if they say yes on the price, then you know they're good. If they say no, then you don't take anymore. But I would take one calling in and use our price schedule. If they don't say anything, they say, okay, yeah, you good, go ahead and fix it. That's the rate. We done set the rate. That regardless if they agree to it or not, it's going to be the. I know what the rate is going to be. The rate going to be $85 an hour. That's what the rate is, regardless of what. So if I go out there and they want to pay it, we good. If they don't, then we got a problem. Because we don't read, they got some networking going on. The premium market is a different level game. Unfortunately, our community is not in the mindset, but a special few of us that is got it. Okay. Um, yeah, Lowe's is no joke. About to turn off warranty work installation. Oh, okay. George Wallace, do you charge COD customer taxes? No, I don't. I actually we had that discussion at Astes. North Carolina now wants you to start charging um taxes on labor, but it goes a little different because I had a electrical construction company. With that, because I'm doing value add into the to people houses and stuff, I didn't have to do that. And so my accountant and I, we're still they haven't quite made it clear until they come in and say I have to do it, then I'll do it. But you need to check with your CPA because every state is going to be a little different. Um, Mike, as soon as I signed up with Lowe's installation team, they flooded my email with 10 calls a day. Okay, there you go. Um, Found many coins and cash in those drawers. Yep, appliance fixes. I got many silver coins and stuff out of there. I'm waiting with seminars. Okay, man, we got a lot of stuff going on. Um, I'm gonna read Slicks and then I'm gonna get out of here. Slicks. I've been studying the LG and Samsung refrigerators, and if I get right, it will be easy work. Oh yeah, yeah. Right now, if you could do LG refrigerators, you could you could do those all day long. All day long, you can do those. Okay, all right. Mike, how long is the online course? First time here in the chat, and I do this kind of work for a living. Won't do it for myself. Thanks. $500. Greg B put it in there. All right, Mike. I made so much money that I was able because of the wife saying maybe you should pay the mortgage. So I paid the mortgage in advance. There you go. Way to go. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. All right. All right. All right. It's getting close to 9 o'clock. I need to go get off a little early so I can help them actually count down and close out the registers. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'll be back on Monday. I'm gonna be releasing the actual schedule. It's gonna be Saturday of what we're gonna do this weekend coming up for the actual hands-on live event. I'm kind of moving some stuff off to just being online and the rest of it, I'm gonna bring some new stuff in onto the hands-on live event, and I have that schedule out, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about it on Monday. Once again, thank you all for tuning in. The gas range and dryer. I'm gonna put one more day of these stinky clothes on, and I have those updated and ready to go. And I'll talk to you all later.